This week, we are going to be working with AJAX, asynchronous JavaScript. So basically, what AJAX does is it allows you to reload, or it allows you to change, update portions of your web page without reloading the page. And that is actually pretty cool. And so while we're learning AJAX, we are also going to be working with XML and JSON files. So you are going to learn how to create both of those in addition to how to process them using AJAX. So you do need to read through chapter 8 in the book and go through the lecture demo. Lecture demo provides a lot of additional information that is not in the book. And I did do video demonstrations on each section within the lecture, and you can watch those as you are reading through it, or if you read through it and you're confused about something, come back up and watch. And so we do go through what AJAX is, kind of how it works, so you have like a big picture. And then how to work with AJAX in jQuery files, because it's a little bit different than AJAX in JavaScript. So you'll see how to do it in JavaScript, you'll see how to do it in jQuery. And then we get into creating XML files, which are totally awesome because you get to make up your tags. And we also cover how to create and process JSON. And I do have plenty of examples here. So I show you the code, I show you the examples. The videos explain what the code is doing. So I highly recommend that you watch those videos, because unless you're pretty good at, understanding code, you might not understand what it's doing. So the videos explain the code. Make sure you watch them. And once you finish with the lecture demo, then you're going to work on your programming assignment. And so you're going to create your own XML file. You're going to create an AJAX file that reads the XML and updates the page. Then you're going to create a JSON file. And you're going to create an AJAX file that reads the JSON file and it updates the page. Then your last task is to create a page with buttons that loads other pages. Okay, and I have a couple examples. You need at least 3 buttons. Okay, so I believe the menu I did has 3. And this is loading other pages. This only has 2. So you guys need to make sure that you have 3, because that is the requirement. And if you run into trouble, transfer your pages to the web and I will take a look at them. Also, let me know if you have any questions. We do have a quiz this week, and the question types are similar to what you see on the MTA. So they are a little more difficult. And again, if the majority of you miss a question, I will do an extra credit on it. I'm not throwing them out because these are all things you need to know for the MTA. The term project. So the term project is due in a couple weeks, and the first milestone is a game interface. So you don't have to include JavaScript or jQuery. You can if you want. The game interface should be mobile friendly. You should have 3 game pages or tabs or links that take you to the games. And because your games aren't done, what should be on those game pages is, still working on it or under construction, or something to the effect that the game isn't done. Also, a description of the game should be on the game page. In addition, you need a README text file that basically gives an overview of the site and includes copyright and reproduction information. Make sure you have that linked into your game page as well. Your interface should be well designed, and it should be easy to navigate and aesthetically pleasing. It should be appropriate for the audience and include all the necessary interactive features. In your HTML, you can add comments that indicate who the audience is for, what design layout you selected, what color scheme, all of that fun stuff. On the game page, include the name of the game and a short description. So that's very important. So you're going to have kind of like what we do for our assignment pages. You're going to have an interface, and then you're going to have links to the 3 games. On each game page, you will include a little description of the game, but the game isn't done, so the game doesn't need to be there. But you should have a little description. Make sure you have also linked in the README text file with the copyright and reproduction information. Technology that you should be using is HTML5, CSS3, and you can use JavaScript or jQuery in this particular milestone. You cannot use any of the frameworks. All frameworks are forbidden here. It has to be your code. So that is the requirement. Make sure you are doing your own work, and you should not be using any third-party code unless you've cleared it with me first. Okay, so it needs to be all your own original code. So that is the game interface. It's not due for a couple weeks, but once you finish that, you will also be doing a showcase on that, and I have instructions for that as well. You'll have to do a little PowerPoint, basically talking about the design of your site. And then you'll be doing a little video on that. That video should be like an MP4 format so that you can post it to the discussion. And I did include a little video kind of showing you what your video should look like. If you have questions about anything or run into problems, please let me know, and have a great week.